Alright, I just took out this speaker out of this door panel here, which is this one right here. Oops. Yeah, here we go. Am I recording right? Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this speaker right here, because it's blown, by the way, if you can tell. See? It rips here. It's all the way around ripped. Look. So, rip the guts out of the speaker. Take it in here. Throw that in the trash. Excuse my mess, because it is one. I have got a mess here. So, it is what it is. Alright, where's that saw? Get that saw over here. I'm not even going to YouTube this because I'm embarrassed of my bench. Alright, here we go. Cut all these out. Because Ford likes to make everything, you know, proprietary. I could have bought the $20 mount, but then you got to drill holes in for the wiring harness. This way, I can just use the factory one, which is right here. And I'm cheap, so. Oh man. I take it, I just cut these wires off for now, because I'm going to take them and solder them to the new speaker. So this is junk, you can stick that on top of that. Then take my soldering iron. I'm going to stop real quick. Alright, let's take the soldering iron. Man, I might have to go back out there and get a refresh, because I didn't, I gotta make sure my polarity's right before I do anything. So, I know what it is out there, but I want to make sure I got the right polarity, because I'm going to solder new wires onto this. If I get this thing off, there we go. Look at that perfect fit. Be right back. Gotta do a polarity test. Alright, so let's plug this thing in. Drop the meter. Set the meter right here. Now I wouldn't drop it. Polarity test. Let's see which one's hot, which one's not. I'm pretty sure the purple one was, if I remember right, but I'm going to check it anyway. Let's see. That is, yep. So we got to switch it that way. Okay. So, yep, purple's positive. So this is the positive. And no, I didn't bring a marker out here to mark it, so I'm going to keep my thumb on it. I'll just keep this meter out here for now. All right, well, now we got her marked. So what I'll do, man, this is embarrassing how messy my garage is. That's what happens when you have like 35 things going at once. Right, so brand new speaker on deck. Just ripped apart the old factory one. This is the inside, or this is the frame of the factory one. I just ripped all the guts out of it, which are this shit right here. That's all made in China. Junk. This out. Man, look at the size of difference. Look at the magnet difference on this. Alright, so now I gotta flip this around this way. This is speakers. I'm gonna go, you know what? I gotta go check that, because I don't want to put it in upside down, because even though it doesn't matter, but it does to me. Okay, so it's gonna go this way. Perfect. And that's how it looks, man. I mean, I just gotta line it up where to sit in there flush like that. This is the part you gotta do it on your lap, because otherwise it'll do this. All right, gotta fit flush in there so it don't leak. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use self tappers at first to put these in there, because if I want it to be lined up perfectly. I'm sorry about the mess, man. I'm usually not this messy, but I've had a bunch of radios come in and I had to work on, and I'm in the process of redoing my bench here. I know it looks bad, dude. Like, I shouldn't even be making a video, but I am. So, all right, let's put that in. These are short self tappers. They would hold, but I might just leave these in. I don't know. I'm thinking of vibrations down the road. So I always do opposite corners. That way I can fit everything in. See, that's a little off. So we'll leave that loose. I might actually stay with these screws because they go in they hold pretty tight. So let's try. I kind of went over a little too far, but let me go over here first. Yeah, it'll bite good. Man, these are fitting pretty daggone tight. So I mean, I was gonna go get the actual brackets, and that's probably the right thing to do, but I'm gonna turn this down to like 9. Do a little torquage. Yeah, 9. Man, it's fitting tight. I'm just gonna leave it like that. All right, so that's that. I'm a little off, but it's fine. There's no leaks in there. It's all sealed with that foam I put in there. So it's sitting on foam. All right, let's do the positive first, since I already got the wire up here for that. Let's see. All right. I'm not going to YouTube this video because of the mess. I'll just put it on there just in case somebody needs that. Plus, I'm going to get copyright strike because I'm listening to music, so whatever. Alright. Let's put this wire here. Run that over to the positive, which is right there. That all soldered in there. Stick it right in there like that. A little long, but it's fine. Solder that nice and tight. Look at that, boy. That looks pretty. That's a pretty solder joint, believe it or not. All right, let's get rid of this red wire. Black Teflon wire, man. It's still so amazing. I've been using it for about 5 or 6 years. It doesn't corrode. It doesn't turn black like copper. And I've used it outside and everything. It is awesome wire. Copper always turns black and brittle, and I've been kind of getting away from it as much as possible. Also I got back speakers I'm gonna do. I'm only gonna video this one speaker. I might do tweeter install, but I got 2 tweeters up in the A-frames on the truck. They came with this kit. I might film that, I don't know. Might not. Depends on what mood I'm in. Alright, yeah, there's a little too much solder on it. Yeah. This wire got, man, it holds heat. Oh, man. They're going this route, dude. I ain't messing around. This could... Yeah, it's good. It is bonded. Actually, I'm picky as hell, I know. I'm gonna take this off. I don't like the way that looks. It just look cold to me. Add some more of that. I'm real picky with my solder, man. It's ridiculous. I know, if I could flux it, I don't feel like it. That's why I don't buy the cheap solder. I buy the good stuff. Alright, that ain't going nowhere, dude. Alright, that's it for that. Now let's put it back in. Alright, this speaker's going in. We'll put her in the and in where it belongs. This out of the way. It actually wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. I've had worse. Just gotta line everything up like that. Actually, that's not the right screws. What am I doing, dude? Come on now. Too much going on at once, man. See, the aftermarket brackets, they don't have a harness. So what they want you to do is cut this factory harness off and put their harness on there. That's one thing about these Ford seats. They got these damn buttons right here, and if you go to lean on them, they just they move. So it's annoying. All right, so got one more there. Put this down on screws so it don't over tighten. Well, now what I'll do is I'll just turn it on to just a light click there. Ooh, that was more than alright. This thing's such strong, it's crazy. All right, speakers in. Let's plug it in and try it. So make sure it plays before I put the door panel back on. Yep, it plays and it sounds good. Better than those raspy ass speakers that had blown cones on them. All right, be right back. I gotta put this back together. This thing fell off. All right, now that's resealed. Let's do the crappy part that I dreaded the most, which it ain't too bad. All right, let's see what's that. Plug that in. Which way you go, dude? Plug that in. That's for the doors and the speaker, or the more of these out of here. Alright, put this back on. I don't know if my angle's right on my camera. I really don't care if you... Alright, does that line up? Okay, that screw hole lines up. These clips line up. And just want to make sure this lock's going to unlock and lock. There we go. Okay. Whoops. That thing's been breaking off, but I've been knowing about that. So, alright. Gotta put these two right here. I'll just get them started and then I'll tighten them up once I get all the screws in, and then I'll tighten everything up. That way it all... It's easier than I thought it'd be. Alright. I thought it was gonna be a all day thing, but alright, so those are all somewhat in there. Now I just got to do this, the bottom. It's hard because it goes in an angle. And that one's in. Whoops, I went too tight with that. There's that. And now the bottom. I didn't want to tighten it all the way up, but I did anyway. Oh well, that's what it is. Alright, well, these are tight. I'm going to tighten this one. Come on. There's that. There's that. There's that. That. And that's it. Put this little clip back on here. And I got one more clip. Or no, two more. I got. See this one. That's back on. Now, then this one goes like this, and boom. We are done with that. That's it for that job. Now it's time to go to the back. Knock them out, maybe.